Today, why you're absolutely crazy if you think winning is normal thinking and behavior. Get that trash out of your life. You have legacies to build. We grew that business from 3.4 million to 17.1. Horsepower, not horse shit. You want to be the parent that's an ally. They don't need another friend. Not everybody's cup of whiskey. Toughest advice for the toughest businessmen. Be relentless. Michael McLean, noblebook.com, badassletter.com, coming to you on a gorgeous Sunday morning. This morning, Sunday at 5:59 a.m., my feet hit the floor out here at the lake house, said my prayers, splashed some water on my face, brushed my teeth, and threw on my power walking road work gear, my shirt, my hat, my shoes. Everything was waiting for me beside my bed in the door. Chugged 2 glasses of water, 1 glass of lemon water and 1 glass of well water, and I was out the door. My feet hit the gravel road here at about 10 after 6 a.m. on a Sunday morning, and got back from that. Did an hour of reading with my morning coffee, had a quick shower, and then it was off to the rink today for my Sunday morning kids hockey. I'm working with kids ages 5 to 13, 14 years old, boys and girls. My daughter Emery's part of this program. It's a program that I've been running for 8 seasons now. I've been doing it personally for 2. It's a program for some children that don't get the opportunity to play regular hockey. You know, it's an extremely expensive sport. It's a sport that's more and more for the affluent every day. So I'm happy to be on the ice with these young girls and guys. And, you know, we talk about winning, we talk about fitness, we talk about skills, we talk about drills, but we just get out there and enjoy the sport and enjoy being outside or in the arena and getting some exercise on a Sunday morning. So one of my favorite things that I do each and every week. So winning is not normal. Losing is normal. I've said this for years for my hockey player athletes, my employees, anybody that I've consulted with in marketing or business. Winning is not normal. Losing 99.9% of the ordinary, average, mediocre, losing is normal. I don't care if it's an individual sport or a team sport, whether it's a sales contest, whatever the competition is, there is always a clearly defined winner. Therefore, as an example, when we won our Barclay Cup League Championship with my Perth Blue Wings hockey team in 2019, there were 21 communities, 21 teams that didn't have a victory parade. There was 21 teams that didn't buy their players championship rings, and there were 21 teams that didn't win their final game of the season. So winning is not normal. Losing is normal. So as a badass world builder, you have to question yourself every day. I believe one of the most powerful questions we can ask ourselves as entrepreneurs, husbands, fathers, community leaders is you look at everything you do day after day, all your thinking, all your behavior, your habits, your rituals, your rules. And I like to stop myself every few days and say, you know, take an inventory in my journal. What did I do at 6 o'clock this morning? What did I do at 7 o'clock this morning? What did I do at 9 o'clock this morning? And just write down your complete day, every activity that you took. It's probably there's probably 15 or maximum 20 activities in there. And then I ask myself, is this winning or is this losing? And I put a W or an L beside each activity. You know, driving my daughter to school, is this winning or losing? Going on my road work 15,000 step power walk, is this winning or losing? The high protein lunch, lots of vegetables, lots of protein, low carbs, is this winning or losing? Date night on Wednesday night, is this winning or losing? Watching television, is this winning or losing? That hour you spent, with a friend you have nothing in common with anymore, is this winning or is this losing? And then I like to say to myself, is this ordinary or extraordinary thinking and behavior? Whatever the activity is you did that day when you take inventory, is this ordinary or extraordinary? Because as a badass world builder, you're trying to constantly build an extraordinary world of your dreams for your wife, for your children, your grandchildren, for yourself. So you have to literally turn your back. I call it turning my back on everything and anything in my world that's ordinary. And we have to constantly be curating. We have to constantly cutting the rope. We have to constantly be, using the swift sword, because ordinary will keep entering our world. That's just a fact of life, and that's why you have to take inventory every few days. But I'm constantly cutting the rope with anything ordinary. When I used to drink alcohol, I finally made the decision after decades of casual drinking, saying, you know what, this no longer serves me, but more importantly, it's the behavior of the ordinary. It's the behavior of the 99%. So I finally, reluctantly, pig-headedly decided, what am I doing? And I stopped poisoning my mind and body. When I used to drink water, I didn't used to have a gallon of water a day. I didn't have the big jug. And, some days I'd have 8 glasses of water. Some days I'd have 4 glasses of water. Some days I'd be thirsty. Some days I would be hydrated. And then finally, I just said to myself, is this winning or losing? And is not measuring how much I'm drinking water, is this ordinary behavior or extraordinary behavior? Because I want it to build an extraordinary world. And I just said, I went out and bought one of those big jugs that I pour my water out from the time I get up to the time I go to bed. So I know for a fact that I've drank a gallon of water. I don't leave it to chance. And what's measured, what you measure gets done. So I asked myself, that was ordinary behavior. I was just leaving it up to, walking up to the tap and drinking some water. That's not how winning is done. So winning is not normal. It's abnormal. And if you want to have a winning world, if you want to build a winning business and a winning life, then you have to stop yourself and you have to say, okay, my thinking has to be abnormal. My habits have to be abnormal. My daily rituals need to be abnormal. And most importantly, your behavior every single day has to be abnormal. The crowd never wins. The herd never wins. The mediocre majority never wins. Joe Average never wins, because winning is not normal. Winning is abnormal. Losing is normal. So look around in everything you do in your personal world, your private world, your business world, and ask yourself, is this normal behavior of the 99%, the quiet desperation crowd? They're wrong about almost everything. Or is this behavior and thinking, or this habit, or this substance, or this person, or whatever it is it abnormal? Because if you're heading the opposite direction of the crowd, if you're heading the opposite direction of the herd, then you're on the right path. Because the direction of the herd is to losing. The direction of the crowd results in losing. The direction of the mediocre majority leads to losing. That's a proven fact in everything, in money, in marriage, in health, in fitness, in nutrition, in mental health, in marketing. It doesn't make any difference. Following the herd will lead you off a cliff and will lead you to losing, because that's normal behavior. So what do you still have in your world that's normal? What do you still have in your world that's abnormal? Most people have a roommate, a marriage that's a roommate with a ring. That's normal. Most businessmen are carrying 25 to 45 pounds of excess weight. That's normal. That's losing. Most businessmen are disconnected from their best friend wife. They don't have any time for date night. They don't have any time for gratitude. They're disconnected. That's normal. That's normal behavior of the 99%. That's losing. Most businessmen are disconnected from their children. They're disconnected from their grandchildren. They don't have any relationship really to speak of. That's normal. That's losing. Most businessmen are, they wake up, they check their phone, they lose control of their day in the first 10 minutes. They play defense, they play not to lose. That's normal, and that's losing. The abnormal, badass millionaire does the exact opposite when it comes to everything. They get up and they get the 2 or 3 things they need to do. They play offense when they wake up. They don't touch their phone until lunchtime. They get in their walk. They get in their sharpening the saw reading. They get in their copywriting, Operation Money Suck. They get in their prayers. They get in all the important stuff. They win the morning. And that's abnormal. And that's winning, because nobody does that. The herd doesn't do that. The crowd doesn't do that. They don't win their morning. They lose their morning. And then a badass world builder conquers the chaos in the afternoon. You turn on your phone at lunch. You check your emails. You respond to emails. You respond to texts. You respond to employee issues. You conquer the chaos over the next few hours after you've got the important done. So you won your morning. You owned your morning. You conquer the chaos in the afternoon. That's abnormal behavior. That's the behavior of the 1%, the top 1%. Same thing in the evenings. If you go home and, you're on your phone at dinner time, you don't eat with your family, you're texting, you're emailing, that's the behavior of the poor. That's the behavior of an amateur. And that's normal behavior. 99% of businessmen are disconnected at night. They're not there. They're not truly present with their best friend. They're not truly present. Whatever they are, they're somewhere else. They don't have both feet in today. Remember, that's normal, and losing is normal. If you go home at night and you lock your phone away for dinner time, and you don't touch it again until the next day at lunchtime, until you get a good night's rest and you spend some time, with the people that matter the most, that's abnormal. That is abnormal. And that's the unusual behavior that a top 1%. So ask yourself, okay, everything that you're doing in your world, detail your day, script your day, and say, okay, is this winning or losing? Is this normal or abnormal? And is this normal or unusual? And the more unusual, the more abnormal, and the more top 1% thinking, behavior, everything and anything inside your world you can apply, the more chance you have for those championship wins. Remember, winning is not normal. Losing is normal. So, speaking of winning not being normal, I have a very special invitation for you. There's no cost. It's this coming Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern. And this is because this is a topic that guys keep asking me to take a deep dive on. And this Thursday, I'm going to be doing a 90-minute PowerPoint. It's all brand new. It's an all-new webinar. I'm putting it together this week. And it's called How to Create the Ultimate Badass Millionaire Lifestyle Business. And I really think it's something you need to hear and to study. I have a blueprint. I used to own a Frankenstein business. I've owned teams and businesses where I worked at death dealing 14 hours a day, 16 hours a day. I know what it's like to be a slave trapped in my own machine. I know what it's like to work inside a prison of my own making. And I also know the secrets and the blueprint for escaping that prison, for unchaining your hands from your business. And this webinar training on Thursday is going to help you. It's going to remind you of why you got into business in the first place. Most entrepreneurs and businessmen, they've forgotten why they got into business. They're running such an out of control, unfun, unprofitable Frankenstein business that they've literally forgotten why they got into business in the first place. You got into business to be your own boss. You got into business for freedom. You got into business for control. You got into business for autonomy and personal sovereignty. Do you have all those things? Do you live life and do business on your own terms 100% of the time? I have the blueprint that I've used in multiple businesses, barbershop, hockey industry, insurance industry, coaching, consulting, window washing business. I designed all of those businesses around my life, not my life around my business. And I used to be a slave to my business, and I used to be trapped inside my own self-made prison. But I learned a way to escape, and that's what I'm going to be sharing this Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern. There's no charge to attend. I'm sending this out to my list, and I'm doing a live training this Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern. There's only 200 lines, okay? I'm not making money on this. So I have 200 lines on my Zoom call. If you're interested, click on the link below. There's a link in the PS in the email, and we'll put a link below this here. How to create the ultimate lifestyle business, the ultimate badass millionaire lifestyle business. And what is the ultimate lifestyle business? It's different for everybody. It's a business that serves you. It's a business that serves your family. It's a business that allows you total personal sovereignty to do what you want, when you want, where you want, with whom you want, at the cost you want, on the terms you want. And that's the blueprint I'm going to reveal to you this Thursday at 2 o'clock. Are you kidding me? We all went into business for the same thing: freedom, autonomy, control, wealth, independence. And if you're not having all those results, if you're not living a world of personal sovereignty, if you're trapped in your Frankenstein business, it's a monster. If you're trapped in your business and it's no longer fun and it's no longer enjoyable and it's just making you older by the day, or if you're working a death dealing 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80-hour work weeks, this Thursday's training is the prescription for you. Like I said, there's only 200 lines. Sign up below, mark your calendar. There's no cost to attend. And this Thursday, I'm going to take you to school. I'm going to reveal the blueprint I've used in every single business I've been a part of in the last 19 years, including sports and business and marketing and consulting. And I'm going to show you behind the curtain how I've been able to build every business I've been involved in the last 19 years around my life, not my life around my business. Sign up below right now. Remember to do what I do. Every night, make sure we hug and tell our children how much they mean to us, even if that's a phone call or a text if they're away at university or they're adults. Every single day, they need to hear from their father, from their king, from their protector, from their leader. They need to hear that no matter what, you're there for them. Same with your secret weapon queen. Every damn day, she needs to hear that you've got this, that you're handling this, that you're the protector. When there's bad news out there and all that horseshit, fake news and politics and social media swamp, you need to be the champion inside their world. You need to be, the person who's there. You need to be the lighthouse. You need to be the good news merchant. You know what? They need to hear from you that there's never been a better time to be alive. There's never been a better year to be on this planet. There's never been more wealth, opportunity, and abundance in this world than right now. And they need to hear that from the king. They need to hear that from their father. They need to hear that from their husband. You need to be the good, I call it the merchant of good news. It's the damn truth. It's the real truth. It's the badass truth. And they need to hear the good news truth from you every single day. That's it. Sign up below for my training this Thursday. And 2 words that changed my life, 2 words that'll change your life. Be relentless.